like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
In Are You Sure 2025, intimacy does not arrive loudly. It doesn't announce itself with dramatic confessions or moments designed to steal attention. Instead, it lives quietly in the spaces between words, in the pauses that linger just a little too long, and in the way Jimin and Jungkook exist together as if the world outside them has momentarily softened its grip. There is something unmistakably different about the way they move around each other here. Not rushed, not guarded, just familiar, as though time has shaped them into a rhythm only they understand. Every shared glance, every subtle shift of body language, feels less like something captured for a show and more like something the camera was never meant to witness. One evening, as the sky slowly darkens and the day's noise fades, Jimin sits quietly, shoulders slightly slumped, his expression unreadable. He isn't performing sadness, nor is he asking for comfort. He's simply allowing himself to exist in that moment. Jungkook notices immediately. He always does. Without calling attention to it, he moves closer, sitting beside Jimin with a natural ease that suggests this is not the first time, nor will it be the last. No words are exchanged at first. And that silence, heavy yet gentle, is where the intimacy begins. Jungkook doesn't rush to fill it. He understands that sometimes presence is more powerful than reassurance. The distance between them disappears, not because one intentionally closes it, but because it was never really there to begin with. Jimin eventually exhales, a small breath he didn't realize he was holding. Jungkook shifts slightly, careful not to disturb him, adjusting his position so Jimin can lean more comfortably. It's a small movement, almost invisible, but it speaks volumes. It says, "I'm paying attention." It says, "You don't have to ask." What makes these moments so profound is their effortlessness. Nothing is forced. Nothing feels staged. Jimin doesn't hesitate to rest against Jungkook, and Jungkook doesn't stiffen or pull away. Their closeness is instinctive, shaped by years of shared stages, shared fears, shared growth. It's the kind of intimacy that doesn't need to be proven because it has already been lived. Later, there's laughter, soft and unguarded. Jimin says something quietly amusing, and Jungkook's laugh escapes before he can stop it. Not the loud kind meant to entertain, but the genuine kind that happens when you're with someone who knows you too well. Their eyes meet for a brief second, and something unspoken passes between them. Understanding. Comfort. A shared memory no one else in the room can fully grasp. Throughout Are You Sure 2025, Jungkook's attention toward Jimin is constant but never overwhelming. He watches for signs: fatigue, hesitation, emotional shifts. When Jimin grows quieter, Jungkook instinctively slows down. When Jimin smiles, Jungkook mirrors it without realizing. These are not habits formed overnight. They are the result of years spent learning each other in ways that go beyond conversation. There is a moment when they share a space meant for rest. The lights are dim, the atmosphere calm. Jimin lies down first, exhaustion finally catching up to him. Jungkook follows, settling nearby, careful not to disrupt the fragile peace. There is no awkwardness, no uncertainty. Just the quiet understanding that this is where they are meant to be right now. Their breathing eventually synchronizes, rising and falling in a shared rhythm. Jungkook adjusts the blanket slightly, ensuring Jimin is covered properly. Jimin doesn't open his eyes, but his body relaxes further, trusting the gesture completely. Trust like that is not easily given. It's earned. What stands out most in these intimate moments is how little they feel the need to explain themselves. There is no need for reassurance spoken aloud, no need for dramatic declarations. Their connection exists comfortably in the background, steady and unwavering, like a constant heartbeat. At times, Jimin reaches out absent-mindedly, his fingers brushing against Jungkook's sleeve, a small touch that might seem insignificant to anyone else. Jungkook responds instantly, shifting closer, letting that contact remain. It's a quiet agreement. I'm not going anywhere. The camera captures these moments without intrusion, almost respectfully. And yet, even through a screen, the sincerity is impossible to ignore. This is not intimacy created for storytelling. This is intimacy that exists whether anyone is watching or not. In Are You Sure 2025, Jimin and Jungkook don't portray a perfect relationship. They show something far more real, companionship built on patience, understanding shaped by time, and affection expressed in the smallest, most honest ways. There are moments when Jimin looks at Jungkook with an expression that lingers just a second too long. Not dramatic, not obvious, just thoughtful, as if he's silently acknowledging everything they've been through together. Jungkook catches that look, and instead of questioning it, he smiles, soft, familiar, reassuring. These are the moments fans often replay. Not because they are flashy, but because they feel true. Because they reflect a kind of closeness many people recognize in their own lives. The kind that doesn't demand attention, but quietly holds you together. As the show progresses, it becomes clear that Are You Sure 2025 isn't just documenting a journey or a set of activities. It's capturing fragments of a bond that has grown deeper with time. Jimin and Jungkook don't need to convince anyone of what they share. They simply live it. And perhaps that's what makes these intimate moments so powerful. They remind us that love, whatever form it takes, is not always loud. Sometimes, it's found in shared silence. In adjusted blankets. In a seat taken just a little closer than necessary. In the comfort of knowing that someone understands you without needing to ask. In the end, Are You Sure 2025 leaves us with a quiet certainty. Whatever words remain unspoken between Jimin and Jungkook, they are already understood. And sometimes, that understanding is the most intimate thing of all. Are You Sure 2025 reminds us that the deepest connections are often the quietest ones. They don't need validation, explanation, or labels. They exist in the space where trust has already been built, where affection no longer seeks permission, and where silence itself becomes a language. Jimin and Jungkook speak that language fluently. When the screen finally fades, there is a lingering sense of calm. Not because everything has been said, but because everything important has already been shown. In the way they stay close. In the way they move toward each other without thinking. In the way they make space for one another. Emotionally, mentally, and quietly. And maybe that is why these moments stay with us. Because they reflect something timeless. A bond shaped not by spectacle, but by presence. Not by promises, but by consistency. Not by words, but by the simple, unwavering act of being there, again and again. In a world that often demands proof and explanations, Jimin and Jungkook offer something softer, yet stronger. A reminder that some connections do not need to be defined to be real. They just need to be felt. And once you feel it, you never truly forget it.